chills, all see is gray. Drowning in the monotone, no escape today. But I need a haircut, break the static's hold. Losing up this time, it bites, the story is told. Say goodbye to boredom, headlines made of gold. Twist and shake perspectives in a way so bold. They serve it up with humor with a snarky twist. Little bites and news to fill your daily list.
Hello, everyone. These are the AM Newsy News Nuggets for August the 8th, 2004. And our first story, well, the doomed Titan crew, according to a new lawsuit, were aware of the fate that they were going to eventually suffer. Doomed Titan crew suffered quote-unquote terror and were well aware that they were going to die, lawsuit claims. The crew on board the ill-fated Titan submersible that imploded last year likely suffered overwhelming terror and mental anguish in their final moments because they were well aware they were going to die, a new lawsuit alleges. The family of French explorer Paul-Henri Nargolet slapped the $50 million wrongful death suit on the sub's operator, OceanGate, on Tuesday, accusing the company of gross negligence given the doomed vessel's troubled history. Nargolet, 77, was one of 5 people aboard the Titan submersible when it unexpectedly imploded en route to the famed wreck site at the bottom of the North Atlantic in June 2023, sparking a widespread probe into how the disaster occurred. According to the suit, the submersible dropped weight just 90 minutes into the dive, indicating the crew had aborted or attempted to abort the dive early on. While the exact cause of failure may never be determined, experts agree that the Titan's crew would have realized exactly what was happening, the court papers charge. Common sense dictates that the crew were all well aware that they were going to die before dying. The filing goes on to speculate on the horrific final moments Nargolet and the 4 others on board likely experienced after realizing their doomed fate. The crew may well have heard the carbon fiber's crackling noise grow more intense as the weight of the water pressed on Titan's hull. The crew lost communications and perhaps power as well, the suit said. By the experts' reckoning, they would have continued to descend in full knowledge of the vehicle's irreversible failures, experiencing terror and mental anguish prior to the Titan ultimately imploding. In the filing lawsuit, Nargolet's family accuses OceanGate of failing to disclose key facts about the vessel and its durability prior to the expedition. The lawsuit further alleges that even though Nargolet had been designated by OceanGate to be a member of the crew of the vessel, many of the particulars about the vessel's flaws and shortcomings were not disclosed and were purposely concealed, lawyers for his estate said in a statement. So this was the man for whom the wrongful death lawsuit has been filed. Nargolet, affectionately dubbed Mr. Titanic, had taken more than 36 trips to the liner's wreck before boarding the ill-fated OceanGate submersible, including the very first human expedition to visit the site back in 1987. Now, these were the other people that unfortunately lost their life during that trip. Nargolet, who was a director of underwater research for the RMS Titanic, was a seasoned veteran and wouldn't have participated in the Titan expedition if OceanGate had been more transparent, the suit argues. Decedent Nargolet may have died doing what he loved to do, but his death and the deaths of the other Titan crew members were wrongful, the suit alleges. A spokesperson for OceanGate declined to comment on the suit. It must respond to the complaint in the coming weeks, court papers state. The Titan submersible set off the morning of June 18, 2023, but lost contact with its support vessel roughly 2 hours later. The wreckage was later found on the ocean floor about 984 feet from the Titanic. In addition to Nargolet, the implosion killed OceanGate CEO and co-founder Stockton Rush, British adventurer Hamish Harding and Pakistani father and son Shahzada and Suleiman Dawood. Hopefully, I said all those names right. What a terrible thing to have to experience if they did know everything was going wrong. That sounds horrifying, and I hope that this company knew of all the failures. They knew they hadn't used, you know, the correct materials for that depth. So I think that the company should be held responsible. I will probably never get on a submarine, that being said. So I would say do your due diligence if you're going to get on a submarine or go out into space. Just throwing that out there. Make sure that the company is doing exactly what it says it's supposed to be doing. In Olympics news, the Romanians are appealing the gymnast score after Jordan Child's inquiry led to a bronze medal switch up. Now, I will say that I have fallen into the rabbit hole of rhythmic gymnastics, mostly because I'm just amazed that anyone can like do a flip while holding a hula hoop and, twirling it on their hand. I mean, it really is interesting. I'm like, that is the most amazing thing I've ever seen a human do. But I think there are intricate and complicated rules in the scoring of both rhythmic gymnastic and gymnastics that I don't think the general viewing audience understands. And without those being explained properly, I think that it does give the appearance of stealing a medal from the Romanians and giving it to the Americans. I know that inquiries, as far as did the judges give the correct level of difficulty, and those are, I think, legal in both sports. But again, I am not a sports ball person. I will just say that the rules are somewhat obscure, and I think that can lend to it looking, regardless of intent, rather shady. The Romanian Olympic and Sports Committee is asking gymnast Sabrina Volina Mencia's four finals score be reconsidered. After her team submitted an inquiry regarding her score, Team USA's Jordan Childs leapfrogged over two Romanian gymnasts to garner third place spot in the women's gymnastic floor final on August the 5th. Now, the following day, the leaders of Romania's Olympic and Sports Committee, COSR, asked for a reevaluation of one of their gymnast scores, Team Romania shared in an August 7th press release. USA Today reached out to COSR but have not heard back by the time of publication. In a statement shared to Facebook August 7th, the committee said that Mihai Koluvi, president of the COSR, sent a letter to Moriarni Watanabe, president of the International Gymnastics Federation, to re-examine Mencia's score. The COSR reportedly reminded in the letter that Mencia was fined a tenth of a point for her heel stepping out of bounds during her routine. The committee said in a statement that they're looking to appeal this deduction using video footage. Per the letter, the committee said judges refused to provide reasons or evidence behind their decision. The letter also revealed that Mencia has decided to leave gymnastics following Monday's results. The COSR also called Anna Barbosu, who received third place with Child's original score, a victim. Childs originally received a score of 13.666 for her floor routine at the Olympics finals, which placed her in fifth place. Team USA, however, submitted an inquiry after they thought that the judges didn't credit Childs for a skill. The judges ultimately agreed with Team USA and increased Childs' difficulty score, which put her final score at 13.766. The change ultimately awarded Childs the bronze medal at the event, bumping Barbosa and Mencia down to fourth and fifth, respectively. The Prime Minister of Romania, Marcel Ceausescu, Romania, said in an August 6th Facebook post he plans to skip the closing ceremony in protest. I've decided not to attend the closing ceremony of the Paris Olympics following the scandalous situation in gymnastics, where our athletes were treated in an absolutely dishonorable manner. He said on Facebook, to withdraw a medal earned for honest hard work on the basis of an appeal is neither which neither the coaches nor top technicians understand, is totally unacceptable. The floor ceremony led to an emotional response among viewers who cheered for Biles but felt for Barbosu, who believed she had won the bronze. I mean, this I would be devastated if this was me. So I can imagine that all of Romania just wants clear understanding of how this happened, and hopefully they get that. So, you know, and it's terribly sad that a gymnast has decided to quit because of these arbitrary sort of rules and these sort of technicalities. So, all in all, Paris hasn't, done the best job being the greatest Olympic people between, Pooh River and this. Uh, well, many men have tried to get him, but St. Louis, they got him. Nelly was arrested in the St. Louis area as he was accused of ecstasy possession and lack of insurance. The rapper was arrested early on the morning of Wednesday, August the 6th, according to police records. Nelly has been arrested. The Maryland Heights Police Department confirms to People that the rapper, 49, was arrested for failure to appear on an old traffic charge around 5 a.m. after being received by the State of Missouri Highway Patrol Gaming Division at Hollywood Casino. According to an online arrest record viewed by People, the rapper, whose real name is Cornell Hayes Jr., was initially arrested on the charge of possession of a controlled substance for allegedly having four not street legal pharmaceutical pills on him and no insurance. Despite the arrest record showing otherwise, Nelly's lawyer claimed the artist was not charged with drug possession. Attorney Scott Rosenblum claims that any other citizen would have been told to address it and allowed to go on their way for having no proof of insurance, but the officer, who has not been named, was overzealous and acted out of line. Rosenblum claimed that the officer conducted a search without probable cause and added they will request an inquiry into the officer's conduct. A rep for Nelly has not responded to People's request for comment. This is not the Hot in Here's musician's first brush with the law. He faced multiple SA allegations. In October 2017, Nelly was arrested after a woman named Monique Green claimed that the rapper had SA'd her on his tour bus in Washington. In a statement to the Blast, Auburn Police Department confirmed that the Ride With Me rapper had been arrested. He was later released from prison custody as authorities continued to investigate the claim. A rep for Nelly denied the allegations and told People via a statement from his lawyer that the woman's claims were completely fabricated, and they were confident he wouldn't be charged. By September 2019, prosecutors dropped the case after Green refused to testify and did not file any charges. Nelly maintained that they had consensual fun together time. After facing accusations of an alleged SA that happened in December 2017 following one of his concerts in England, Essex police stopped their investigation into the hip hop star in April 2019. The anonymous woman claimed that Nelly had given himself some hand love in front of her multiple times after his show at Cliff's Pavilion in Southend. He also denied those allegations. Per the BBC, the woman refused to testify, prompting UK prosecutors to drop the case. In April 2015, Nelly was also arrested on several not street legal pharmaceutical charges, including felony possession by Tennessee state troopers. However, his attorney denied that he was associated with the contraband that led to his arrest. While traveling with 5 other people, Nelly had been stopped for failure to display a U.S. Department of Transportation and International Fuel Tax Association sticker, authorities said in a press release at the time. Per the release, troopers said they smelled the odor of the devil's lettuce in the vehicle. In a subsequent probable cause search and investigation, troopers found a plastic bag with 5 colored crystal-type rocks that tested positive for crystal characteristics, a small amount of the devil's lettuce, and approximately 100 small Ziploc bags with numerous force multipliers, including a gold-plated 50 caliber Desert Eagle pistol. Nelly was one of several individuals that were on a tour bus that was stopped and searched while traveling through Tennessee, attorney Scott Rosenblum said in a statement at the time. In fact, there had been between 15 to 20 people that had access to the bus prior to the stop. Allegedly, a small quantity of contraband, you know, mainly Molly, was discovered during the routine search. Nelly was charged with felony possession of drug, simple possession of the devil's lettuce, and paraphernalia. He pled guilty to the misdemeanor, devil's lettuce and paraphernalia possession, but the charges were eventually cleared from his record after completing a diversion program. Nelly is currently expecting his first child with Ashante, whom he secretly married in December 2023. In April 2024, the happy musician, 43, revealed that the pair were expecting their first baby together and discussed the life change in an interview with Essence. This new year of my life is such a blessing, full of hope, love, and anticipation, Ashanti told the publication. Motherhood is something I've looked forward to. The Foolish singer also subtly confirmed the couple's engagement when she referred to Nelly as her fiancé. Well, I hope that, he makes some better choices since he's going to be a dad. And, he doesn't have people, allegedly, these are all his friends stuff. So don't hang around with people that are going to screw up your new life, sir. Just my little mom, suggestion for you. I hope that you will become a wonderful father and have a great life, but you got to stop with the shenanigans, all right? Anyway, these have been your Newsy News Nuggets with all the weird news that didn't quite fit into Mornings with Mo. I will see you guys in the afternoon. I am shooting to have these out at 11 o'clock every morning. So there might not always be notifications, but 11 o'clock uh, should be the time where you can expect AM Newsy News Nuggets and then 2 or 3 p.m. for afternoon Newsy News Nuggets. I will see you guys in a little bit. Have a great day and goodbye.